Hey guys, so welcome to the first video of the channel. Here we'll be reviewing my trade of December 28th, 2023. Now I realize I'll be editing this video on January 3rd, which is today of 2024, into the new year. It's just taking me some time to kind of go through these videos, do this voiceover, and make these edits. Alright, so in time, I'll make it more current, I'll catch up with the present time, but for now we're doing some reviews of my old trades. So take a look at the screen here. I have my NQ on my left side, which is with the NinjaTrader platform, and then on the right I have my Thinkorswim up, and I have two more monitors which show different time frames as well as ES. So I'll have NQ with the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and the daily time frame on my monitor. So I'm looking at all time frames to kind of judge my confluence here. Now a little about this trade. I use pre-market high and pre-market lows as my profit targets. All right, so I see what price is doing, I see how it's reacting when the market opens, and I take an early entry to ride it to the pre-market high or pre-market low, depending on what day it's doing. And these indicators, I use very minimal indicators. You can ignore the indicators here on the right on the Thinkorswim. You can see 3 EMAs right there. That's just for my swing trading on stocks. All right, so I don't even use this to do my futures. I'm just too lazy to change my layout. Okay, that's really it. But here, these two EMAs are completely different. I have the 9 EMA in the yellow, and then the 21 EMA in the blue. This kind of just tells me what direction we're going to. But just like all indicators, this one's a lagging indicator as well. So regardless of what any of my indicators do, I take my position sometimes in contradiction to what they're telling me, just because of my intuition. And that's just time in the markets. I'm just looking at charts for the last 6 years, and I know how price reacts, so I don't really need that. And then occasionally I'll draw trend lines to see support levels or nice rejection points of where I could potentially enter. And right here for this day, I'm looking at this horizontal trend line that I drew. You can see there's prior support here in the pre-market, so normally we have a break and then a retest off those levels. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video and we'll analyze it here. So right now, pre-market's about to happen, or I mean the bell's about to ring. And there we go. Ideally, what I'm looking for here is for it to shoot back up and hit that line so I can enter short. Now, you can see I have my levels marked, pre-market high and then pre-market lows down there. And this looks like it's going to go for pre-market high. Now, why don't I take that trade to go into pre-market high? Because, again, I'm very bearish on this move today. The higher time frames were telling me we're going lower, and then here is the perfect entry to go short for rejection. Now I didn't enter yet. I should have entered on that spike up so I can have a better entry, but I waited for some confirmation. As you can see, price is getting rejected, it's falling down. So I enter here bill, and I write it down to pre-market low, which is at 17,134, and my price that I got is 17,145. So that's about an 11 point profit. And I wish I did enter again, because this just shows me that sellers are just trying to get a better price for the move down. And I wish I really did take a second entry. So now I'm in 10 contracts, and I normally do like an off number like 12 or 13 or something like that, just so I could take 10 off at my profit target and leave a remaining 2 to 3 micros going. Okay, so I did end up entering with a little bit more. All right, sweet. Still not a good price to enter, but it's better than what our initial entry was. So as you can see here, I'm doing my trailing take profit, as I was saying. Now, for this strategy with these pre-market levels, normally price has a 10 to 50, and that's 50 point overshoot for NQ. And so I try to catch the additional 10 to 50. It's not always 50, but lately I've been averaging like 20 to 30 point overshoot. So I'm trying to capture at least 10 extra on top of the profit that I make here with this 10. So we have it at 17,133 as take profit, which would give us 12 point profit, and then I have an additional 11 here to take. So in total 22 or 25 point profit day. And then you can see I draw this diagonal trend line to confirm that this is a lower high on the 1 minute time frame, and this is where we're rejecting. And this is just to use as confirmation that I am pretty confident in my trade, and I move my stop closer at that rejection so the next time we do go up there, I know to get out of my position if we lose it.
Order canceled.
And there we go. It tagged me out, and I move my stop up higher just to see if I can capture more. And I think it goes all the way. I don't even think I get stopped out. I think we keep falling, right? And again, you can see here the 9 EMA is still above the 21. It's looking bearish, but it hasn't crossed over to signal a bearish sign. And now we go to a bearish crossover with the 9 and 21, but it's way too late at this point. If I had waited for my indicator to tell me what to do, I would have been way too late on the move. And there we go. We capture
order filled.
An additional 22 points with the 2 micros as a runner. So we banked in $335 this day, and this is just a small profit day for us. But again, this beats your 9 to 5, right? $335. That's on an average salary. That's 2 days worth of working. So right there, you got to see how I showcase my strategy. Again, this is time in the markets. This is knowing what I'm doing. This is reading the price action as it happens, you know, and I'm just taking what I know from stocks over the futures. I traded the indices a lot, and I traded QQQ, which is just the equivalent to NQ for the markets. And so this is exactly what I do. These are exactly the same levels and trend lines and lines that I use, minus these 3 EMAs over here that you see. But that's a little gist of how I do it, and we'll go ahead and try to do another recap of a future video. So thanks for watching this one. Drop a like if you like it, and I'll see you on the next one.